Now, this may just be my imagination, but Disney appears to be working at a breakneck speed to get several things done extremely quickly. Maybe I'm the only one, you'll have to let me know, but for years I've been watching Disney's projects. They start with a rumor, we don't really know, then Disney confirms it, usually at D23, and then the construction goes on for several years, and then we get an official opening, and then that's it. That's the end of the project, timeline from start to finish. In the past, I feel like it takes an average amount of time. I wish I could give you more specifics, but since every single land is different, has different levels of theming, different attractions in it, it's really hard to quantify exactly how fast it takes to make every square foot of a new Disney area. For the purposes of this video though, let's use New Fantasyland just as an example, as a baseline of Disney creating a new area. We first started to hear the rumors of a new Fantasyland or a new area or construction of Mickey's Toontown in 2008. That's when the rumors began. And then on September 12th, 2009 at D23, Disney officially announced this major expansion project of New Fantasyland. Now, construction may not have begun that day, but let's just say for the purposes of this video, September 12th, 2009 is when construction began. It went for 3 years until December 6, 2012, which was the official opening of New Fantasyland. By comparison, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is enormous compared to New Fantasyland, with intricate details all over the place. It was officially announced at D23 2017, that's September 7th, 2017, and it's officially slotted to be open 2 years later in late fall of 2019. 2 years for a major land at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, 3 years for New Fantasyland. Now you might be thinking, Michael, 2 years versus 3 years, does it really matter that much? Maybe it's just a few more people who are working on it. If I had to guess, I would imagine that Disney has hundreds, if not 1,000 more employees working to build Star Wars Galaxy's Edge faster than any other land before. In our thinking about the speed of this construction, we have to consider the size, the attention to detail, and the brand new technology that's being implemented throughout the rides and throughout the land itself. Now, if you're like me, when you think about the speed of this progress, you might be thinking that they're sending all of their resources in that direction. They've got the contractors there, the cast members there, everyone's focused on this one project. But that is not the case. Disney has structures popping up all over Walt Disney World, from the resorts, Riviera, and the Coronado Springs update with the tower, the gondola system, the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster. There are structures being built all over Walt Disney World at breakneck speed. Now let's just imagine, and there are no confirmations of this, but it's a pretty good guess. Let's imagine that Disney is working on all of these things, excluding the updates to Epcot, because those I consider to be separate, but the gondola, the Riviera Resort, the tower at Coronado, they're working on all of these things as fast as they can in order to complete them in time for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The current theory is that Disney's working on all of these things to get ready for all of the guests that are no doubt going to want to come and see Star Wars Galaxy's Edge when it opens. So they want to have the new resorts done, they want to have most of the gondola system done in time for this new land. It does make sense, but I have a feeling there are other external factors at play as well. One of those external factors may be competition from other theme parks. Now, for Disney enthusiasts like you and me, this isn't that big of an issue. We're going to keep going back to Disney World no matter what, but there are plenty of guests who visit Florida and want to visit many of the different resorts and get pulled into certain locations based on the recent updates that they have. Maybe a family goes to Florida every year, visits many different theme parks in the area, and then if there's a new land, they'll spend most of their time and money in one of the new lands at one of the new parks. We see this happening all the time, going back and forth. Maybe Universal has Harry Potter land, and then Pandora opens, and then Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So it goes back and forth, but Disney's definitely working a lot faster to get these new lands open. Now, there is another factor that keeps going through my mind. Consider the fact that the Star Wars saga is kind of entering its next chapter, coming to an end, entering its next chapter. The final film of the series, the original series, is coming out very, very soon. And you have to consider that Disney's definitely thinking about this, and they want to make sure that Star Wars stays relevant, so it doesn't just go away after this next movie. And I have a feeling it's not going to, but with the new implementation of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they can tie all of this together and continue the saga for years to come. They can adapt from the area to a new series of movies in the future. And we've heard plenty of rumors about what Disney's going to do with Star Wars on film in the future. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's definitely an idea. And the same thing comes to my mind when I think about Pirates of the Caribbean. The movies inspired inspired the ride, inspired the movies, and they go back and forth like that. I have a feeling the same thing could apply here. Movie inspired a land, inspired more movies. Just an idea. Last but not least, the reason why I think Disney might have this unbelievable rush to get everything done as fast as possible is the knowledge that there's going to be a lot of construction in the future at other parts of Walt Disney World. Now, we know that Disney thinks several steps ahead, and the next major construction project that we expect them to work on is the update to Epcot. Now, I know that there are many different construction contracting companies in the Orlando area, and Disney probably works with many of them, but I would also imagine that there are only a certain few that can meet Disney's needs when it comes to a major project like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or the update to Future World. Now, I don't know if Disney's planning on hiring the same contractors who are helping them create Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, create the update to Future World. I don't know. But if they are, maybe they have one large team working on one, and then everyone can focus on the other one. It's just an idea. So what do you think? Why is Disney in such a rush to get everything done as fast as possible? Is it just time is money? Or maybe the contractors? Or maybe it's an external pressure and other parks in the area are planning on building new things soon and they want to beat them to the punch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. No matter what the reason, I'm glad that Disney's working as hard as they are to get this done as fast as possible. I'm impatient when it comes to new lands at Disney, so I can't wait for it to be complete. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.